Okay, so we're going to play with a new piece of wood here now. Now we're going to start playing with lighting of some sort. Again, we're still playing around. I just like to scooch around to learn more, know how it's going to look, how it's going to react, how it's going to reflect, how the color is going to look, how the shine is going to look, the amount of hardener versus resin, you know, how quick does it harden, how much color do I need to make it the depth or the deepness or the dark that I need. You know, so it's just a lot that I like to scooch with first. So now I drilled a hole through here and I stuck a light in there. Now you're not going to see the light as you're seeing it here with individual lights. That is a strip. It's a foot long and there's a light approximately every inch, and that's inside there. I just gouged this out with a chainsaw. I got a small 13-inch gas chainsaw over there, and that's kind of like what I did. So my thoughts are to have, or try to get, well, I can't turn that off. Hold on, if I turn that off, I turn off the lights. Can I turn off that switch? I thought I had a switch for the overhead here. I do, okay. And let me turn off the other overhead to give us an idea on, well, somewhat of an idea anyway. So you can kind of see in there as well. And there. So, and down in there. So the thing is, once I put an epoxy, a colored epoxy in there, it would probably shine through the color that I'm looking to put in there. You may see bright spots here and there, but in reality it should be what I'm looking to get. But I need a way of gouging without it looking like it was done with a chainsaw, if you know what I mean. So I got to kind of play around with that, and I want to get a few more, possibly a few more holes in it. I don't know yet for sure. And then at that point, this can be like on a switch, a two-way, center off, with the center on. To the left, we'll say, the interior light will come on. To the right, the light up on the top will come on. So again, we're just trying to get an idea what's going on. I like to have this bright enough to be a little night light, which means I would require more holes. I can't go bigger or brighter in the light because of the heat. These generate little to no heat, so I don't have to worry about that too much with it being inside here. So there's a few things that I have to go, and then I got to figure out how to block the inside of that hole so that when I do fill it, the resin doesn't just pour out. So that's another dilemma, because you can't really get in there. Now, if the bit didn't break and I was able to drill the hole, well, you know what, I still may be able to do it, but use a different size. If I were to take some of, let me turn the lights back on so I can see what the hell's going on in here. Okay, if I was to take, I know exactly what I'm looking for. And I know I got a little piece in here. I got tons of it outside, but I know I got a small piece in here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I could take a piece of this. Take the light out, slide this in, fill the hole. Then I can pull the light, pull this out, which would be the best thing to do, or have to drill it out so I can put the light in here. If I put the light in here and it's not cut, I've got the same dilemma as I have here. So I'm going to have to be able to pull this out. So maybe if I grease this up with some Vaseline, it'll fill the hole, the inner wall, so I can fill this void with a color and epoxy, and then when it dries, hopefully be able to pull this back out. You kind of know what I mean? So sometimes a little project can become a pain in the ass, especially the first one, because you really just trial and error. And the other thing was the bit broke, as I told you before. I bought this yesterday at Home Depot, and didn't look to see that it was made in China, but I didn't even get any farther in than about that, and it breaks right here. I mean, I didn't even have a minute into this thing, and it wasn't hot, so it wasn't like the heat weakened it. And first of all, the heat from the drill turning through wood that it's made to drill through, hello, you think it wouldn't have bothered it to start with. But when you buy chip from China, that's what you get, regardless of where you get it from. If you buy shit from China, don't expect it to do what it's supposed to do anyway. That's the way I look at it, because it never does. I suppose if I was drilling through some light pine and, you know, kind of just taking my time, I don't know, it may have worked. I have no idea. I mean, this is wood, and it's not a real hard wood, so I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking about. And again, filling this gouge with some type of an epoxy. Let me turn that light off. There. And see what happens. You know, it's let's turn the overhead back on. Let me see, where's my switch? There it is. And then I'm still using these switches from Ron. Thanks, Ron, because those are helping me turn on these other lights. Now, see, that's another idea. I wonder if I shined one of those lights up through the bottom. You know, the perfect thing right now would be a piece of, let me turn those lights off. A piece of clear tubing. Aha! Then I wouldn't have to worry about it. I can feed the light right through it. And it just so happens that I have some clear tubing. I do. Now, I prefer a harder. So, but I do have some clear tubing here. So now, I'd be able to put that tubing up in the hole with the light already in it. That would fill the void at the same time. Kind of see where I'm going here? So that's a possibility. Yeah, cut the tubing, shove it in the hole, put the light in it first, shove it up in the hole. Hopefully I can get it around this to where I can feed it and then do what I need to do and fill it and don't have to worry about it. And then it'll still come through. And again, those lights don't get that hot, so I don't have to worry about heat. Actually, you know what? We'll do a little test on that. So let me light one. Hold on a minute, guys. Let me put the light on this for now. Let's move this shit back over to the other table. And let's light this up. Yeah, I don't know how it happened, but I got hooked on this below deck program. Don't ask me how. I mean, I really don't know. You know, I've seen it and I've always gone by it. I never really wanted to watch it. I didn't care for it. But bam, all of a sudden, that's all I'm watching. Okay, so let's put that there. Okay. Come on. Wires are thin, so they try to get them on the in the clamp here. It's a bit of a pain in the butt. So let's put that like that. Let's leave that there. We're going to leave that on. Oh, yeah, you can see this. You can see what I'm doing, right? Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave this on, and we'll see just how much heat it generates over the next half hour or so. Because it'll only go to a certain heat temp, and then at that point it'll kind of just stop. So, but getting back to China crap. Now, if for some reason it just doesn't do what it's supposed to do if you work it. You know, if you're not working it, you know, you're drilling through jello, you know, you're not doing what it's made to do, it'll last forever. You know, and to buy it and have it sit there and use it for, again, through, in this case, if I guess I was drilling through a piece of 1-inch pine that was down a foot, I guess that would be okay. But I never have good luck with Chinese tools. I really don't. The vice grips, I was trying to use those yesterday. If you can see those tips, they're going out. So that doesn't help. A couple weeks ago I was doing something. These weren't in the actual flame, but they were near the flame. And the tips bent. Now they were spread apart because I was holding a product. So what I had to do was heat them up with the flame and put them in a vise to try to get them back to normal. So I don't know. I'm becoming, and I'm not this type of person, I'm becoming a prejudiced person against China products. All right? Now I can't say, you know, against the people themselves, but against the businesses that are dealing with them and the businesses that are there that are making the garbage to take advantage. And you think us outsourcing would understand this and stop looking at the bottom line and start looking at the product and the quality of the product like we used to. You can still make it cheap by telling them this is what I want and still give us a deal. But you know, it's becoming a country of greed. That's all there is to it. Screw thy neighbor. I don't care about him. So, not like it used to be. Alright guys, I'm going to finish my coffee. I'm going to let that heat up and then we'll, let me see, I should have it over here. Let's pull out the old temperature. Yeah, beep 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 butt. And I'm going to put it right on the bulb. Okay, I'm trying to get a temp in here to get an idea of what's going on. Okay, the temperature on the counter is 84, 85. So now I'm going to put it right on the bulb. 84, 85, 86. Okay, so it jumps up about 1 degree. I can't feel the degree, so it's that minor. So, and the other thing is you got to think about, it's on a piece of sticky back, you know, so you can stick it. Well, if it got too hot, it wouldn't stay stuck. So you know, again, it's not going to get hot. So we'll let that sit there for a while. What time is it? We are looking at today, by the way, it's 7/31/2019, and it is 11:30 a.m. on the money. Outside, doesn't seem like too bad a day out there, but it's 86. However, that's here in Connecticut. The sun is out, a little bit of a haze, but it doesn't seem to be as sticky, as humid. So, may get a little painting done today. Alright, catch you guys later.